Hello and welcome, champions, to our step-by-step guide on how to become a financial advisor. My name is William Moon, and I'm the founder of Financial Advisor Pro, and I've been a financial advisor for well over the last decade. And on the internet, I see good advice, I see some bad advice, and I see that there's some myths that need to be debunked on how to actually become a financial advisor. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you our 6 tips on how to become a financial advisor and be a successful one here. First off, what is a financial advisor? You see, being a financial advisor means that you're a financial fiduciary, yo! What does that mean? That means that you're responsible for other people's money, and you need to treat other people's money as if it were your money. That's what a fiduciary actually is. And there's a couple of ways you could go to become a financial fiduciary, or same thing as a financial advisor. And when you have a license, right, that designates you as a fiduciary or a financial advisor, and you're held to a higher responsibility level, yo. You can't go doing some stupid stuff with people's money. You have to treat their money as if it were your money. Plus, you're held to a higher standard because if you had some client's money, you need to do what a prudent person would do or the average person would do with their money. Otherwise, you could get into a lot of trouble. But that's really what a financial advisor is you impact a client's financial well-being. That brings us to number 2. What are the benefits of being a financial advisor? Now, depending on what firm you work with, you could potentially have the benefit from working from home as a financial advisor, kind of like our financial advisors that work with us here at Financial Advisor Pro. And in the financial industry, as a financial advisor, you can make potentially between $500 to $2,000 an hour per client that you're helping. So when you're able to make more money but work less time, that gives you more control into your calendar. Number 3, educational requirements. You see, this is where one of the myths comes into play here. The question's brought up, and am I required to have a bachelor's degree in finance or economics or business to become a financial advisor or fiduciary? And the answer is a big no!
It's time to do.
You do not have to, okay? Now, some firms might not hire you without those kind of degrees and stuff like that, but that's not a requirement to actually enter into the financial advising industry. If you have the right certifications, most financial agencies, they don't care, and they're going to want you to work for them anyways. Number 4, what licenses and certifications do you need to become a financial advisor? Now, you can go out and get like your CFP or Certified Financial Planner endorsement, or your CFA, your Chartered Financial Analyst endorsement. But you see, these titles and endorsements that you can go out and get, they don't directly give you a financial increase in the workforce in the financial advising field. Because without the correct licenses established and under your name designated by the United States government, it's illegal for you to even get paid by a financial company from doing financial services, okay? And so it's all dependent upon what financial licenses and endorsements you have straight from the government. So that brings up the question, what licenses do you need to become a financial advisor or a financial fiduciary? There's a couple of different ones out there depending on what you actually want to do. Now, the first license that you could get is called a Life Producer's License. This is the minimum requirement to become a financial fiduciary or a financial advisor for most companies and most firms. Now, with a Life Producer's License, what that means is you can help individuals purchase life insurance programs, and you could also help families with annuities, they're actually like pretty much investments. They're not designated investments, but they're pretty much an investment that you could use for retirement and stuff like that for folks who are 50 and above and stuff like that, okay? But it's an investment offered by an insurance company, so you actually cannot call it an investment. But it does the same thing as any kind of investment would do. Now, don't downplay this license at all, because the average insurance producer makes between $30,000 to $50,000 a year with just that one license at an entry-level contract. And to be able to be on track to do that and to get that license, it only takes 2 to 4 weeks. It's a very short time frame to actually get that insurance producer's license. You can get it really quick and you can start making money pretty quickly working for a company. And an experienced agent with those insurance producer licenses can make between $50 to $120,000 a year. So that's not too bad. Okay. Now, going this route by yourself, you're going to have to pay for your fingerprint fees with the United States government. And by the way, I hate to break it to you guys, even if you have a high fingerprint clearance card, that's not going to satisfy their fingerprint requirements. The financial industry is really, really picky. It's super annoying sometimes, but they require their own fresh fingerprints of your own prints, right, on their stuff and in their system. Okay. And so you're going to have to pay for your fingerprint fees. You're also going to have to pay for a study course online. You're going to have to actually pay for the state exam. And then you'll have to actually pay the state that you live in to issue your insurance producer's license from the Department of Insurance for your state. Okay. Blah, 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 right? All that stuff right there. But you see, on average in the United States, it costs on average about $660 on the low end to $2,530 on the high end just to get an insurance producer's license. But wait, if you stay all the way till the end of this video, my last tip is going to share with you guys how you can actually get that paid for free. So make sure to watch all the way through this video, all the way to the end. Okay. Now, the other thing is the other fiduciary license or financial license that you can get, it's actually called a securities license. Huh? Not a security card, a securities license. Your securities license is a special license where the United States government entities like FINRA or the SEC allow you to offer investment advice and actually recommend specific investments for someone's retirement program or other investments and be compensated for that advice. By the way, if people are making bad recommendations and things like that, they could get in a lot of trouble and get removed from the industry. And so, rule of thumb, very simple, don't ever take investment advice from someone who is not investment licensed. So, we typically recommend getting your Series 6 and your Series 63 license. And by getting those exams, they're not crazy hard, but it allows you very, very quickly to enter into the investment industry, which is a secondary part of being a financial advisor or a financial fiduciary. Now, how to get any securities license and stuff like that, like a Series 6 or a Series 63 license, you actually cannot go out on your own like the life producer's license and get it on your own. You actually have to work at an investment firm, and that firm then has to choose to sponsor you to go out and get your licenses for the investment industry. And I have plenty of friends who have worked for other investment firms, and they waited like 6 months, sometimes even a year before their firm even approved them just to go get their securities license so that they could enter into the investment industry. Okay. And so ain't nobody got time for that. That's a long time to wait. Okay. And by the way, people learn this many times the hard way, but a firm choosing to sponsor you doesn't mean that they're going to pay for you. Most of the time, all these costs, it's on you. And on the low end, to get your Series 6 and 63 license, it's going to be about $450 up to $1,500 on the high end, depending on what type of courses and things like that that you use. But again, if you stay all the way till the end of this video, I'm going to share with you again how to get all this paid for you for free. Okay. So when you're hired by an investment company and sponsored to get your securities license, you can study. Go ahead and study, take the test, right? Pass the test and become a full-fledged financial advisor or a full-fledged financial fiduciary. And the average financial fiduciary only working in the investment industry is going to make on a low end as an entry level about $50,000 to $80,000 per year, while an experienced investment advisor, okay, is going to make between $90,000 to $120,000 just off that one license. Whoa, 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 whoa. Now hold up, yo. Did you just say, why would an investment company hire someone without an investment license, but you can't get an investment license without working on an investment company? Huh? that takes me back to my childhood. I was going to be the person who figured out which came first, the chicken or the egg.
So which one of you came first?
I came first. No, I did.
Where's your proof?
I lay eggs. I laid him. And where did he come from? He came from me.
You have a point.
But he can't exist without me. Yeah, but I hatched him. I laid him.
2,000 years later.
I don't know. And there we go, my friends, is the challenge of working in the financial advising industry. Which came first, chicken or the egg? Okay, that's one of the complications inside of the industry. But don't worry, at the end, I have a tip that's going to help you avoid all of those challenges. Now, number 5, building a clientele base. You see, your goal as a financial advisor is to build a clientele base and then serve that book of business. Okay. Now, once your book of business is built, you're going to be able to not have to talk to a bunch of brand new people, and you can just service that book of business and you still get paid to do that. That's a beautiful thing in the financial advising industry. Okay. Is you're able to get paid recurring passive income for every client you help. Okay. Now, there's a couple of ways you can build your book of business. And the last thing that most people want to do, just so you guys know, is to have to go out and talk to people, talk to strangers, and sell insurance or investments and stuff too, right? And people don't want that kind of experience, right? So don't be one of those commission breath people where all you do is you talk about insurance and investments and things like that, okay? And so strategy number 1 that is important is utilizing your personal connections. Having small talk conversations. And sometimes that's going to focus around people's pain points is what we call them. So for example, as a financial advisor and as an owner of a financial agency, I have a lot of agents that have tons of different licenses that I oversee. Now, I know that we're licensed to do mortgages. And so if I hear someone talking about how they're not happy with their mortgage or their interest rate's too high and stuff like that, now, I might at some point in a conversation with that friend that I might be playing basketball with, because I'm an avid basketball player. After a jam session with my homies, I might have a conversation with my friend who was talking about how they're not happy with their mortgage or their insurance rates going up and stuff like that. And I might ask him, hey man, I don't think I've gotten to share with you what I do, but I actually am a financial advisor, and that's one of the things I help with. See, I'm focusing on people's pain points. They're bringing their problems to me. I'm providing a solution. I'm not going to them with the solution unless I know what specific problem they have. And so sometimes when people have anxiety about utilizing personal connections, it's usually because they think they got to be the salesperson who's like breathing down people's throats, right? With financial talk and stuff like that. And that's not the way to do it. No one likes that, right? But you see, if you could provide a solution of people's problems, it doesn't matter what it is in any business. If you could solve people's problems, they will gladly give you money. And that's all that you're doing there is solving people's problems. Plus, from there, from helping them, you can ask them for referrals and get more new business coming your way. And so we always encourage our agents to utilize hobbies, right? Personal connections and things like that. Or maybe you might be joining some networking groups. Back in the day, I'd be the financial rapper. I'd go into these business network groups where people are all fancy and professional and stuff. I'd come in with my golden bling bling necklace and I'd roll into these events with all these business owners. And I'd be like, hey, I'm the financial rapper. In the words of Tupac, he says, get rich or die trying. So if you ain't rich and you're not dead, come talk to me and I'll get you free. And I'd be the financial rapper for the community. So you see, the thing is, if you could make people laugh and have fun while doing it, it makes business so much easier. So personal connections, networking, and referrals is a great source to start to build your business. The second tip that I have for you guys is utilizing social media. Now, most people have multiple hundreds of friends on their social media. The average introvert's going to know 100 to 250 people. Okay, even as an introvert, you could still utilize social media or other platforms, right? Maybe you already use TikTok, maybe you already use Instagram or Facebook, right? I would just integrate the business into your life and just make it a natural part of who you are. Again, not where you're asking people to get insurance or buy investments or things like that from you as a fiduciary. Even though you can do that, no one wants that experience where they're being sold. They want to buy. People want to buy. They don't ever want to be sold to. Okay. And so you could do things like you could be the Pickle Dad, which is our most successful free organic social media post that we ever ran to get leads to our business.
Hello, Pickle Dad. Welcome to my financial brokerage. How can I help you today? Yeah, I need help with my money. Okay, tell me, what do you do for work? Google. What do you mean? Do you work for Google? No, I wish, but my boss says that Google distracts me all the time at work. But, wait, what are we talking about again? Well, let me ask you, how much debt do you have? Yeah, well, actually, I'm really looking forward to the zombie apocalypse, since apparently it's the only way I won't have to pay back all my student loans. Okay, do you contribute to your company's 401k? Yeah, they always try and get me to sign up for that every year, but I always tell them there's no way I'll ever be able to run that far. Do you have any life insurance to cover your family's future? Yes! I totally have a GoFundMe, and someday that GoFundMe for rescuing Matt Damon from Mars is totally gonna bring it back, baby! Woo! Hold on just a second there. What's your family gonna do for money the month after you pass away? Go do another GoFundMe? Okay, with your situation, it's a mess, but I can help you. Awesome! How do we get started? Well, first, I need you to write me a check for $150 for this consultation, and then we'll get started on a financial plan, which is going to cost you an additional $1,000. So, what does the financial plan do? You see, what it's going to tell you is that you're broke and you need to save more money. Whoa, 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 whoa. Cool your jets, Turbo. You want me to pay you over $1,000 just to tell me that I'm broke and need to save more money? Precisely. You're a quick one. Well, jeepers, mister. It sounds like I could definitely use that advice. I don't have the money for it, but I'm glad I have this credit card I could put it on.
You see, just fun, silly things like the Pickle Dad can bring business into your business. The third step that I have for you in building your book of business is you can actually hire an agency, or you can learn to do marketing yourself. We have a whole educational program on how to be a successful financial advisor when it comes to marketing and best practices. And we even have a whole community designated to teaching people profitable advertising techniques that will allow you to leverage Google's AI and have people come to you rather than you having to go drum up business and build your clientele base yourself. So learning and understanding marketing is very, very crucial when it comes to being a successful financial advisor. So my final bonus tip for you is, in conclusion, that's all how you become a successful financial advisor start to finish. Now, here's the thing. Here at Financial Advisor Pro, we have a special program where if you qualify, we'll actually pay all the costs and your licenses for you for free, okay? So what I would encourage you to do is click the link below this video and you'll learn more about working with us directly, and we'll potentially cover all the costs for you to become a licensed fiduciary or a licensed financial advisor, where we cover the cost for your education, your exams, and everything, all of your certifications, okay? We have a step-by-step system on how to start a successful financial advising practice and how to scale it to a multi-million-dollar business. So go ahead and click the link below this video, and we'll see you on the other side. Click the link now.